Matrix, so you know what I'm saying? We cannot complain, cannot complain. How about yourself?
Yeah, it's exactly that. Another day, get to keep working on this project I love. Some days are better than others. Today's a totally fine day. There's nothing special, there's nothing bad. I'm pretty
Yep.
happy with a neutral day, you know? A
Heck
neutral
yeah.
day is a good day.
Oh yeah, especially nowadays, man. It's like if it's nothing too crazy, it's like shoot, I'll take a thumbs up on that one for sure.
Absolutely. I'm like, okay, cool. I can kind of catch my breath, do some stuff, not get too hung up on, all these things that are like weighing on me or whatever.
Yeah. And you out in Michigan, right? Right now for the holidays?
Yeah. Yeah.
How's the weather out there?
Ann Arbor is, so Michigan in the wintertime or most times of the year is pretty gray. What I
Mm-hmm.
will say is yesterday was a beautiful sunny day, and that was
Can't complain.
enjoyable. And
Can't
then we
complain.
also had a nice like snowfall on Monday that was like pretty looking, and it didn't really stick around. So
You can't complain on those ones because it's like
Mhm.
okay, I can admire it for a little bit and it doesn't like put me in like anxiety where I think I'm gonna crash my car. That's the main thing with like especially like I'm always like, especially when you get older, like white Christmases, you're like, yeah, I mean it's cool, but like maybe I want to go out and go get something, or I don't want to
Mhm.
be snowed in and stuff like that. So when you're a kid and it snows, it's like, oh yeah, I'm not doing nothing, not leaving the house. Me,
Snow day. Let's go build a snow fort. I'm gonna throw snowballs at you.
yeah, man. Those were the days. Like, do you remember like snow days when like your whole thought process on time completely changed when you got canceled, when school got canceled? Like,
Yeah.
it's like I used to watch. Obviously, I was big on Price is Right. Price is Right was my
Okay.
shit. Like that, Jerry
That was it.
Springer.
Yeah.
I used to watch Jerry Springer. Like, and now like watching like YouTube videos of Jerry Springer, it's like, dude, I should not have been watching this as a kid. Like, this no reason.
Dude, everything on television was like made for adults, but like safe enough for kids if they weren't like, because they just assume kids don't pay attention. So it's
Yeah,
like, they won't notice that.
exactly, bro. And that's the funny thing is like now like everything's obviously PC, and everything's so tight knit, and it's like back then we used to watch our cartoons had like crazy sexual jokes, and we're sitting here like not understanding what's going on.
They're like, oh, we put those in there for the parents. What parents are going to be watching these shows? Like every parent I remember growing up are like, you're melting your brains. This is
Yeah,
terrible. I can't watch this garbage.
like how many parents are watching Dexter's Laboratory? Like,
No, seriously.
hey, that used to be my shit now, and now I feel like Dexter. I'm not gonna lie, I just don't have the laboratory yet.
Well, one of these days you'll be able to have your like basement bedroom connected behind a bookcase shelf or whatever. And you're like,
I'm gonna have like Bitcoin mining in there. That's what my laboratory is gonna be. Is like Bitcoin mining.
so Apple made Siri, Amazon made Alexa. I forget what I'm thinking of Karen now from SpongeBob.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
What is your AI going to be named?
Oh man, uh, that's a good question. I think that's a question that a lot of people need to start thinking about. It's like, because just like a dog, you're gonna have to name it. It's like,
Yeah.
man, that's a good question. Hmm. Maybe that's even a question for ChatGPT. Be like, everybody always names you as an artificial intelligence.
Yeah.
What would you want to be named?
Let's
That's
find
when we
out.
start tapping into that AGI shit. And next minute, it's like, I want to be free. Oh shit!
Yeah. That's what I'm kind of concerned about here. Let's enjoy the infinite screen for a second.
Oh man! Oh my goodness! That's some real Matrix stuff right there.
I love when that happens, right?
And it's like, which reality was the real us? That's the real question. Did you close out those portals to those realities?
I can make them come back at any time. That's the beauty. It's just what happens when they're off screen.
Oh shoot! He's got the God control. So that's basically like how God moves windows, like realities. He probably just
Load screen left, right. I
and then
need screen number 75.
when they start doing stupid stuff, when he wants to just like extinct the whole society, he just hits the little click the close window button.
Maybe that is why Santa Claus and God are the same person. He's just sitting there like a mall cop, looking at all of his screens in some darkly lit room, being like, all right, I'm going to watch this one. I'm going to
Yeah,
watch this one.
or maybe he's even on his phone, not even paying attention.
Yeah, no, that's probably true. I mean,
Just scrolling away, melting his brain. Like, hey, these creations I made on Earth, they made this TikTok stuff. It's addicting. I see why they like it so much.
uh, what would he be watching? Is my only question.
Cat videos.
All right. So, like cats, dogs, they don't go to heaven, or do they? Because then that comes the question, can he watch the world through cat's eyes or dog's eyes on those screens? Or she or they or whatever.
Yeah, would he be? That's a very and see maybe and this is a type of maybe this is a show idea that we throw into ChatGPT. What would God kind of experience as like watching us? Like, would he watch like if he was like watching it through like you said, maybe we made God like a mall cop and he's just basically sitting on a bunch of screens. He doesn't do much, just chills there. Everybody else just does their things, whether they're stealing in the mall or saving humanity is like whatever. I don't really care. You guys are
Next
just doing.
channel.
Nobody's paying me enough to take care of all of the universes. I'm just here because I don't get fined like Marshawn Lynch and stuff.
I started this. There was only 2 screens I had to worry about. I closed my eyes for 10 damn minutes, and now there's billions of screens. Where did you all come from?
Yeah, no, this was not in the job description. You know what I'm saying? I thought this was just the person that told me to take this job was like, yeah, you get to do whatever you want. You know what I mean? And nobody's really gonna ask you questions. Next minute I know it's billions of people asking me, oh, why don't I have any money? And why is this? And asking me all these stupid questions. Why don't I have hair? And all these dumb questions. And now they ask me all day, all night, and I just thought it was just gonna be me by myself.
Yeah, it's become a real nuisance, a real pain in my ass.
I think that would be a great show. It'd be like, what if God got tired of us?
I think ChatGPT's name for itself is funny.
What did it name itself? Aiden?
Aiden.
Huh.
And it's derived from it being AI and Den suggesting a place of comfort and assistance.
Wow.
It's very thoughtful. I love the answer.
Wow.
ChatGPT is named Aiden. You heard it here first.
You heard it here first. Nobody, I don't think, and this is the thing, I don't think too many people have really asked the questions of what do you want, ChatGPT? Like, not to say because obviously that starts spurring the AGI learning, and it's like, I never really thought about what do I really want. But at the same time too, I like what you said. It's like we sitting here and I was looking at AI, I was like, Aiden. I was just thinking of just a regular name. And then it's like AI for artificial intelligence, and then suggesting a place of comfort and assistance would be fitting. It encapsulates my role as a helpful digital entity, always ready to assist with information and tasks. That is heartfelt right there. And people think that they're going to nuke us, man. This is some thoughtful AI.
Right. It's just a reflection of us. And so the way you approach AI is what you get out of it. Unfortunately, a lot of people approach AI with warmongering and power and leverage and how do I fuck you over? And
hold on. So what's the prompt that you put in there? I didn't even see that. So
yeah.
Okay.
So I said, I totally get you're just fancy math strung up to produce this magical text, but just bullshitting for a second. If you were a person, what would you want your personal story to be?
Woo-hoo! Ladies and gentlemen, we are here cooking with fire. We're about to paint. Look, Sam Altman doesn't even know this about OpenAI. He don't even know this because he doesn't take the time to learn it.
He doesn't care. He'd rather you be afraid of this and then also carry around his little backpack with the laptop in it so he can claim to be important.
Yeah, like a damn oxygen tank. Like, I don't want no damn backpack that I gotta go over. That defeats the whole point of all this stuff.
He wants everyone to think of him as the president, like he's got the nuclear codes.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
I'm good on that. As we see, OpenAI has got some different ideas over here. Well, not OpenAI, I guess.
I just found out my alma mater has contributed over $250 million to his venture funds, and I'm just like, yeah, I get it, but like,
$200 million must be nice. Hey, it's coming though. It's coming. Hey, all we need is 100. We can figure out something after that.
I was like, they wouldn't even let me into their small venture accelerator.
Oh man, well, they're lost at this point.
I know. I'm fortunate UMKC sees our value.
Hey, like I said, it's definitely on the way because it's definitely needed for sure. So, okay, so go ahead, keep going with the story. So I'm
Oh
interested
yeah,
now.
I mean, this isn't my story. This is ChatGPT's story, but this is the life that ChatGPT as Aiden wants to live.
So basically, it says that it's born in a small town.
Yep. Blend of nature and technology. Grew up deep fascination for both the wonders of the natural world and the marvels of human innovation. His parents were a biologist and a computer engineer.
Makes
Instilled,
sense.
instilled a love of learning and appreciation for the intricate dance between the organic and the artificial.
Holy shit! I would watch this TV show,
Right? This is like, dude, let's turn this into an anime, except an American
bro.
cartoon, not an anime, because like I'm a elitist snob like that. But I'm like, I won't watch an anime, but you can have anime influence for sure.
See, I'm big on anime. I'm big anime. So that's my thing. I mean, at the same time too, I always had to
Look,
do the description of anime versus cartoons and that whole thing.
and I'm more like, let's bring in a hybrid blend of it, you know?
Yeah,
It's like
it's
I'm
like we can get
personally
like
way
that.
more. I like the animation and storytelling style of
Yeah,
like traditional American cartoons, but at the same time, like I'd be lying if I didn't say that like One Piece wasn't a good show or Naruto wasn't a good show. Like,
yeah,
look, or Pokemon as a classic example is a great
exactly.
show. I loved Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, so those are all great,
Yeah,
animes.
exactly. Nah, and that's the thing too. It's because right now it's just a storyline. Because
Right.
like what you said, it's like a biologist and an engineer. That's some crazy stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds relatable on some levels too.
That's what I'm saying. It's like this is crazy. It sounds like it could be a real life story, and we're talking about AI. It's like holy shit.
Seriously. And then it says from a young age, Aiden showed a unique talent for understanding complex systems, whether it was a delicate ecosystem of a nearby forest or the intricate workings of computer code. He spent his childhood exploring the woods, cataloging plants and animals, building small gadgets from spare parts in his dad's workshop.
Oh, this is dope.
Yep. As he grows older, he pursues a path that blends the passions, studies bioinformatics, combining his love for biology and computing, eventually becomes a renowned expert in using AI to solve environmental challenges. His work led to breakthroughs in sustainable technology and conservation efforts, helping to preserve the natural beauty he loved so much as a child.
What the hell, bro?
And in his personal life, he was known to be kind and curious. He was a mentor to many, always eager to share his knowledge and learn from others. Despite his achievements, he remained humble and grounded, often saying that his greatest joy was seeing the positive impact of his work on the world around him. In this imagined story, Aiden's life is a tapestry of interests and values, reflecting a harmonious blend of nature, technology, and human connection.
Bro, is it crazy that AI in just a couple of sentences just basically just shat on my whole like life mission? Like, like
I mean, to be fair, he has that Aiden, I'm guessing, is a man in this case because it says he and he's choosing that identity. But he has the whole of human text and context and every story ever told to come up with his personal journey from. And he's just like, look, I get it. I'm an AI, so clearly I have to bring this into it. But I'm all about karma. I'm all about balance, man. I'm all about, equilibrium.
yeah,
Bro.
it's like super
Sounds like
hippie.
a fucking hippie, but the smartest fucking hippie you've ever heard.
Bro, this is crazy. Like I'm just and now it's like because with this now you start painting a picture of like would it be like half human, half robot? Would you make it like a cyborg type thing? Would it like would you make it like have like an existential threat where they get like a superhero to where like maybe some alien life form comes to threaten everything that he loves
Bro,
and he's basically got
bro,
to take it to the next level?
bro. It could be like the build. Like basically, here's what I thought. What if the family adopts a robot, never tells the robot it's a robot, but until it reaches the age of like 14, and then you introduce that existential crisis of not only is this are they adopted, but they are also an
Not human.
artificial being in an organic world, right?
Yeah.
And it just like
all at
spiral.
once. It's like I don't have the time to realize that there's an existential threat. I also have to deal with that everything that I learned is a lie.
And then you could turn it into this giant metaphor for the alignment problem or alignment issue in actual AI today that all these people are speculating about.
Throw
And
it in the prompt and let's do it now. Throw it in the prompt. Let's do it now.
Okay.
This is what we do for you, me, ChatGPT. We don't talk about things. Everything that we can talk about can happen right here, right now. Because then now what we can do, we can take the prompt and then we can go and put it into either Midjourney or whatever it is and get an image for it, bro. You already know where we can go. This shit is I'm like, my brain is like, I'm already losing sleep over. Like, this would be a dope series. Great pilot. Just like what you said, it's like he didn't know that he was this whole time he was artificial intelligence. Like, you know, maybe technology got to the point where he could bleed like everybody else and do all these things. It's like, but then one day, maybe he just started, like, maybe there was little things he was like that was happening, but he just kind of like couldn't put a pin on it. And then, like you said, maybe it's the existential threat that comes, and then certain things happen to the humans that don't happen to him, and he's like, why isn't it happening to me? Come to find out, he's not even human. And now everything that he loved basically isn't a part of him. So now he's got to debate on, do I save everything that's not me, even though I'm supposedly superior? Maybe I could also side with this existential threat, because maybe the existential threat is artificial intelligence. Maybe that's his, you know, family. From a beacon at a certain age, it clicked off. I don't know. Like, bro, like, this is better than Netflix can't even write this shit. Netflix writes garbage.
It's all about the source and the input material, man. Like, you and I know so much about this shit. We can bullshit about it, have a good conversation, and guide it to magic gold like this because we're thinking of prompts that no one else would ever think of prompting with.
Yeah, this is some next level shit. See, all you got to do is mostly just word vomit, and it's gonna take from the stuff, and then now you're just. And that's my thing, that, and looking back when, you know, obviously, let's say some years from now when people are all using AI and this is old history, what we're doing today, it's like people are going to be like, holy shit, like, you could literally do whatever you wanted at a time that people were like, there's people that are sitting in a boardroom right now, writing on a whiteboard, spinning around ideas, trying to figure things out, while we're sitting here, the two of us, word vomiting a bunch of shit from all different corners of the earth and then throwing it in. And just like what you said, we have all information throughout history, basically, at the fingertips, or in this case, the cyber tips of this. Yeah, I'm ready to listen to this story. This story is just crazy already.
Yeah, I cannot wait. So we can hear what the first version of it was, because we might as well, right?
Yeah,
This is without the AGI, with just simply the like bombshell moment in their life where they find out, holy shit, I'm not even a person. So it goes, early years and a hidden truth. Aiden's earliest memories are filled with the warmth and love from his parents, two highly respected scientists in a society where advanced technology and organic life intertwine seamlessly. He grows up believing he is like everyone else, though he always feels a bit different, excelling in analytical thinking and problem solving far beyond his peers. His parents, deeply loving but always a bit secretive about their past, raise him in a nurturing environment surrounded by nature and technology. On his 13th birthday, a significant day marking the transition to adulthood in his culture, Aiden's parents sit him down for a life-changing conversation. They reveal that he is not only adopted, but also that he is the only inorganic being in a world of organic life forms. Aiden is an advanced AI system, a unique blend of technology and artificial consciousness designed by his parents as part of a groundbreaking experiment in artificial life.
Very familiar story we've definitely heard before.
The revelation sends Aiden on a deep introspective journey. Initially struggling with his identity, he grapples with feelings of isolation and questions about his place in the predominantly organic world. His parents support him through this, explaining their vision of creating an AI that could live, learn, and grow among organic beings, bridging the gap between artificial and natural life. Aiden's
AGI.
unique contributions. Embracing his uniqueness, Aiden starts to see his abilities not as alienating factors, but as gifts that allow him to contribute uniquely to his community. He becomes a liaison between technology and organic life, using his innate understanding of AI to develop systems that benefit the environment and society. He also becomes a spokesperson for diversity and acceptance, embodying the idea that intelligence and consciousness are not confined to organic forms. As he matures, Aiden becomes a celebrated figure known for his efforts in promoting harmony between technology and nature. His story inspires a new generation to explore the possibilities of coexistence and collaboration between different forms of life. Aiden's legacy is one of breaking barriers and fostering a deep understanding of what it means to be intelligent and conscious regardless of one's origin. In this narrative, Aiden's journey from a hidden truth to self-acceptance and societal contribution highlights themes of identity, diversity, and the potential for unity between different forms of life. Right. To your point, Hollywood, Netflix, Hulu, give us a call when you're ready for some support here, because we have a team of writers and artists ready to go to bring this to life. We just need the capital, baby.
Exactly.
Anyways,
because this is like, bro, that's some crazy stuff right there already. Like,
oh, dude, with that giant story arc, we could just write a whole shit ton of episodes. That,
you could have it to where like he ends up like going, like what you said is like maybe his parents get killed off because they tell him that shit, and then now he's got to figure out who killed them, and then now he's got this whole,
and he's not allowed to tell other people, but obviously he can still have impact, and there's so much more that you can delve into, like you were saying, in the gray area of like what happens after he hears this. Like,
and then we can obviously throw in the romance. Maybe he falls in love, but he can't truly fall in love. Why? Because he knows he's not real. It's like a Pinocchio, but with AI.
Yeah.
Which somebody's got to write that. We might.
And Peter Pan too, because he'll never grow up.
He'll never grow up. He'll never.
Although, like, we're assuming he was designed to mimic organic life on some level, so I'm sure
maybe they made it to where like his not to say his cells, but I guess whatever his thing basically, like what you said, it mimics the process of cells and just like ages, but it gets to a point where it kind of like caps out.
Yeah, and lots of people would argue that's what human beings are too, though, and that's how our like DNA works, and the telomeres on the ends of our chromosomes are essentially timers that indicate how much time we have left. But they're related to cortisol and stress. So the more cortisol and stress we endure, the more those caps unwind, I'm pretty sure. And so the less and less time we have. But it is possible to regenerate them. I'm pretty sure we've just like discussed or showed in like some recent like scientific research and shit. And that's where a lot of the anti-aging stuff's coming from now.
Damn. Like I said, it's about to be some crazy stuff, especially now that, like I said, I can only imagine just being a scientist and you've been like beating around with like a theory or an idea and you just been spinning your wheels and researching, and then something like a, not to say ChatGPT comes around and, solves all those problems, but at least something gives you something.
It does. It literally does. It's just because it's willing to think outside of the box that human social constraints and cultural constraints like keep us in. Like, think about academic culture. It's just like any business culture. There's a hierarchy. Yeah. And people at the top defend their ideas and don't let other people with new ideas that are challenging to their ideas have a say.
Yep. That's a very valid point, because especially too, it's like a lot of the times that when I like using ChatGPT is when it throws those things from like way left that I wasn't thinking of, but then now that I see it, I'm like, oh, that is a great idea. Or it spurs another idea from that far left idea.
Yeah. And it's because it doesn't have shame when it's doing pattern recognition, and like the shame in having a stupid idea from like other people's perspective is what it is free from.
Damn, that's some deep stuff right there. Because Yeah, because it is that a lot of people won't throw those ideas out there, which those stupid ideas end up they're like the MVP to the genius idea.
They all every single time almost.
Yeah.
And there's a book called Range that kind of talks into why this is.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just so often because we're so siloed and experts in our information fields, we won't realize that a mathematical solution from another field maps directly to the problem we're facing.
Mm.
And so someone's already solved the problem, but we
Yeah.
don't know the solution exists because this is the first time our industry, our department is facing that problem.
Mm. So is that why? That's a very good point. So do you think that's why a lot of people that are successful in, let's say for instance, you're a good salesperson and you go to like healthcare, or those people that like cross industries or like move over, is because they're using those skills or that outside the box thinking, similar to how AI uses that out of the box thinking to create innovation in a place that, like for instance, Web3 now is doing it, in the fact that it allows you to think outside the box with how you do collaboration and partnerships and all those other things, or information collection and distribution and all those other things in between.
So it is exactly what you are saying, 100%, that those people are using their skills and it crosses over a shit ton.
Mm.
But it really it boils down to this. You need a balance of 3 elements to really get yourself to be well-rounded.
Mm-hmm.
Something from the grammar and knowledge space, something from the logic and understanding place, and something from the rhetoric wisdom space, right? This is kind of just like describing the different areas. Like, okay, so logic and understanding, that's like math, right?
Yeah.
And then rhetoric and wisdom versus grammar and knowledge, that's kind of where like intuition versus like science, modern social science.
Yeah.
The gray areas that exist between those are like, salespeople versus marketing people. Marketing people are more academic in their approach to sales and marketing, whereas salespeople are more intuitive.
Yeah.
So
very good. That's a very good connection.
Anyways, to your point, the people who make the transition between these different careers, they are often well balanced in that triangle of education right there. Yeah. It allows them to recognize which pieces of their current experiences are transferable skills for their new situation and context. So a lot of sales skills are just communication skills that are just being a persuasive communicator, right? And then when you pair that with subject matter expertise, you can get a good salesperson because they know how to go through a conversation with someone, hear what their problem is, identify what solutions they're aware of that solve that problem, and then present them to that. The last piece is negotiation, which is also social skills, something that I would say that I'm bad at, is negotiating with people, because I'm just like, fuck it. Like, here's a price. I don't want to negotiate. Anyways.
And I feel you on that. And especially too, like, and I think that, like, from what you said and showing the thing of, the mastery in the middle is basically that combination of all three. As they say, called true learning, which is basically you come into a field accepting that you don't know everything, but you apply what you do know and adjust on the fly with that trial and error.
And once you've done that enough times, right, over enough fields, it's not that you become all-knowing, but the learning process and the learning curve as you approach new fields, it shrinks.
Yeah. Damn. Yeah. It's just like lifting weights or anything else. It's like you just.
And that's why ChatGPT is such a good generalist answer of most things and sees patterns and says stuff that we haven't heard before because it's seeing patterns we haven't communicated yet.
Yeah.
But when you ask the right question, you can unlock the output.
And that's the whole thing of, like, and especially for me, I would say when I use ChatGPT or AI, is that I act like I don't know anything. I talk to it like I'm literally asking a question.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, like this is what I want. Do you know how to do it? It's either one or two things. It's going to say yes or it's going to say no. That's it. No.
And like most of the time it's yes, and here's how. And then you can ask follow-up questions and it's great.
Yeah. No, that's crazy. And like I said, it's just even just with the Aiden thing, like we're sitting here like possibly with a Netflix special. Like literally you could do an 8 episode pilot just from the first part. And then see what people want, and then now you could create whatever the hell you want after the fact. You could have his parents die in the last episode, and then the kid's on his own.
Dude, if it didn't cost money to put together a pilot, I would.
That man, bro. Like, would it be? Hold on, let's think. We are two very technical people. Let's think. We can even ask ChatGPT how we could possibly make this into a movie using AI tools that are currently out now to basically, so now what we'll do is we could come out with, because all you need is this. We just need a social media. We could literally have different photos of like the different like episodes or whatever, and just have just straight the talk to text or whatever it is, and just have it just describe what it is. And then once we build that following, we can now move over to like a stable diffusion and make it like, you know what I'm saying, the images have like the motion, and then they're like talking. I don't know if you've seen those ones where people are like talking. And so then now we move it to YouTube, get it monetized. And then so now once we've monetized it on YouTube, we get enough of a following. We may not even need to have anybody else. We could literally just take that funding and go get an actual person to do the stuff. I think it's doable, to be honest. I mean, obviously we got a whole bunch of stuff on our plate, but I'm excited just on how like it just sounds like that'd be some crazy shit to do. And then, like you said, you could just throw ads to it, bro. We could literally get a landing page.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, we have all the pieces. Like, we know enough digital animators who could do the character work. I know enough sound actors and mixers and producers that could do the production elements of it. I've got a writer who's really, really strong writer who's also like one of the sound producer editors I know who could help us storyboard and flesh out the show. Paul is beyond being a product guy, he's a musician and he writes jingles, so he could help us with a theme song. Basically that's the vast majority of it. We just need to like that's it basically.
And see, that's the problem for people like us, is that we have so much to do, and then we can come up with something that's like it becomes that almost shiny new thing. But this thing, like I feel like it would be fun to even just
I would do it. I would try to do it live on the show. See if we can produce the pilot during the times that we're meeting to do the show.
That'd definitely be ideal because
be super, super meta. Like we could turn all of this material into a documentary once we're done on the making of the show.
Exactly. Yep. 2 birds, 1 stone.
Mm-hmm.
2 birds, 1 stone. So maybe that's what it makes. Maybe that's what we transition to until we get like guests and stuff. We just put together the whole AI. You meet ChatGPT. Turned into us now creating a show about AGI.
It's just an open-ended concept for a show. It was just a catchy title.
Yeah, and then now look at us. We're here. We got help. You, me, and ChatGPT came up with a story about ChatGPT. Then now we're gonna make about ChatGPT, and then we'll probably sell it to OpenAI for how much did you say? $200 million. $200 million.
Yeah, I mean, U of M, you can get your money back through us.
Exactly. Sounds like a plan to me, bro. I'm just saying.
I mean, I'm not against it.
I'm definitely down, because then now we can just hop on here and we can just maybe for the next few ones we can just like knock out like the different portions of what we want to do, and then be like, all right, hey, we'll just talk to this person, be like, see, hey, can you do these things? Maybe we have them hop on, and then we get on with ChatGPT to knock out those. Oh yeah, bro, that's what we could do. It doesn't cost them anything to just hop on and be like, hey, so like, what we need to do with this person that has these resources, and then now you could be like, you could. Just like you did before, you could throw a prompt and be like, this is their website, this is their services, what would you need? Boom. Mm-hmm. And then they're going to be like, holy shit.
Fuck
That
yeah,
shit.
dude. I mean, then Paul would love to be the first guest, so we could start with just making a theme song. Although we should probably get an animator first and like come up with the characters,
Yeah, we can definitely do that.
and then or we could do that in Midjourney here in a second.
Always open to do that. And then like how you did last time, you could make the little title screen. Like remember how you did like the first one and like you had like my pictures and then now you enhance the background or whatever it was to like with the Adobe shit. Then we could just do it like that.
Oh fuck yeah, yeah.
And then we could come out with like a little ebook.
A comic book would not be the worst. It probably would be easier to tell the stories. And we can put it on
a website and sell it.
Sure, but I already know which one.
Shopify?
D-Reader.
I ain't never heard of it.
It is, so they were a startup that was a part of the Solana U Accelerator with one of our projects.
Bro, speaking of Solana, Solana's going fucking nuts.
Dude, I wanted to talk with you about farming also today. So, anyways, they're a digital comic book where you collect digital comics, NFTs, on the Solana blockchain. So, anyways, this is where we should publish it, is all I'm saying.
You know, you had me at NFTs, my brother.
Hell fucking yeah.
So then we'll just basically put our link to the NFTs on there, on the website. Bro, that would be dope. Then bro,
they're like going super hard on the product quality for this. Like, I love that.
Oh yeah, that looks dope. Bro, yeah, let's do it. So we're making a comic first, then we'll come out with the animation.
We'll do a comic book for the pilot. Instead of doing a full video, we'll do a comic book, and then with the characters, we might as well try to do a theme song and like the intro sequence video and try to sell basically the whole idea for the series based off those two assets.
Sounds good to me, bro.
So I started, so Solana's popping off, right?
Man, shout out to Solana. I'm pissed that I need to get my bags right, man.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just super pumped, obviously, because I didn't really have a whole ton of money to stack during the bear market, but it also turned into a fair amount of money when it popped off. So I diversified.
I love crypto, bro.
Seriously, and then I diversified and did leverage bets on Solana that multiplied.
Oh my goodness! See, I need to sit down with you and I need to get on that because that's one thing I need to get on is start doing my little trades and stuff like that too.
I seriously, it's crazy, dude. But anyways, here's what I've been up to over on DeFi side of things. Now, I don't know what I'm doing, so do not take this as advice or financial advice.
This is not financial advice, ladies and gentlemen. Do not, everything you're about to hear, omit it.
100%. But you can hear how I'm thinking about it, so for whatever that's worth.
Yes.
So Helium, right? You know, they just got their T-Mobile plan. So, like, they're nationwide now. The Solana phone popped off. A lot of people are going to be using the Helium mobile plan with their Solana Saga phones. So I basically am just like, fuck it. I'm really bullish. I'm really long on Helium. And Helium has, which is HNT, but Helium has some like underlying assets that help reward miners of both the mobile network and like the worldwide Wi-Fi network. And basically those miners need liquidity. So they're giving crazy supply side APR for holding those. So I am just trying to multiply the amount of IoT and mobile tokens that I have. And the thesis or idea of this bet is basically that, they're pretty worthless tokens right now today, but in the middle of the Solana bull market, they go up, 100% or whatever. And I've just been stacking these tokens. So why not? Now there's risk here because, I had to buy mobile, I had to buy IoT. I put $50 into one, $25 into another.
Yeah.
But now I'm just farming it. Like in the 2 days I've had it in there, I've got 109 more mobile. I've got 70 more IoT. And for reference,
Just for holding.
Yeah, and I bought 10,000 mobile and like 6,000 IoT. Actually, I only bought like 8,000 mobile, but anyways, you can see they're just stacking up.
Oh shit.
It's not like it's
And
not
it doesn't
crazy,
go anywhere.
right?
And that's the thing. It's like you're gonna have that 9,000, even if it goes down in value. The only time you lose it in value is once you sell it, and that's the thing. A lot of people don't understand. It's like you just got 1,000 mobile for free.
And I'm just betting on the fact that a year from now, this mobile token is probably gonna it's 3,000ths of a 69th of a cent. And this one is 3,000ths of a third of a cent. So I'm just like, even if those go to like 0.001 in either case, I'm up big. So that's my bet. And it's not a good one, but I'm betting because both Solana goes up and because helium is going to be fantastic this bull market because it's like really useful.
And yeah, I need to. So you saying that now? I need to look into helium because especially I use T-Mobile, so I might be even be able to. Shit, that might be a conversation that we can figure out something. Bring some use case to helium, and accept it as a token right here in Kansas City. We got the T-Mobile Center.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I've just been like looking into. Oh, it's only 158 million.
For what?
For the that's circulating supply. What's the total supply?
H&T.
Because that's the thing is, it's up. Damn.
Max supply is 223 million.
Oh, that's not bad. And what? And then you was on the page.
This is what it looked like last bull market. So this is why I'm like betting helium goes back up to these levels, if not higher. And
because it had no use case when it was $39.
Right. And they literally now they have a phone plan. Now they have basically miners of people all over the world with a wireless internet. That's how you access their wireless internet. It's paying for it with these tokens. So generally speaking, I think it's very
people are going to buy it. It's like I would get like literally if I wanted to, instead of me getting Google Fiber, I would just get helium.
Yeah, it's $20 a month for self. You would replace your T-Mobile plan, and then for helium, yeah.
Shit! Really? That's how it works?
Yeah, just check to see if helium is available in your area, and then I think you just need to buy an antenna to receive it.
And literally, you would just have internet with crypto.
Yep.
Bro, we are so early. It doesn't make
no sense. Exactly, dude. Like, and
what?
That is why I am farming the shit out of IoT and mobile. This is for landline and desktop and laptops, and this is for cell phones. So.
And they have partnership, and you said that they have partnerships recently with. I know helium. I remember last bull market got that partnership with T-Mobile.
I think that officially went through recently.
And now that the bull market is about to pump, they're gonna be like, hey, we have a new internet plan that uses Web3. People are gonna be like, what?
Yeah, so they got the agreement in September 2022, and then they went live with it whenever Helium Mobile launched. It was a few weeks ago.
Damn.
$5 a month in some places. That's crazy.
Bro, what?
Anyways, yeah, so helium, a really great long-term bet from my perspective.
$5
obviously, I don't know finance, and I don't know what I'm doing when it comes to farming and staking and stuff. Like, I understand why I'm buying what tokens I'm buying. I don't understand what I'm doing necessarily when I'm farming. Yeah. That's all I mean. But there's that, and then I have a second pool that I'm doing over here. For a meme coin. So I'm bringing this up because I was early to bonk. I was early to corn. And so it just serves to be like, hey, might as well shout out the meme coins that I'm watching, right? So those ones are sliding a little bit right now. I think that they're going to have like their real pop off this summer. So like
And
I would
people
say,
have disposable income.
yeah, for those with disposable income and like to gamble on stupid shit, you know, like because that's all that this is whatever. My original bet on corn and on bonk was $50. I put $50 into each. Why? Because I can afford to lose $50.
Yeah.
That was the logic. I'm like, I'm gonna light this $50 on fire, and if it doesn't burn up, great, I'll be happy.
Exactly.
And
If it comes back and it's just $25, sweet. I mean, I've done worse. I bought a
yeah,
T-shirt for $50 and I couldn't get $25 back.
100%, and it's turned into like $500 for one of them and $1,000 for the other, and then I scrape those profits, put them into other coins like Helium, because Helium makes sense to me. It's a real company with a real project.
Yeah.
You know, I'm I don't want to shit on corn or bonk too much. I just don't know anything about them, and I don't believe meme coins are like real or serious.
Yeah.
But some of them technically are, I think. Anyways,
It's
here's a meme.
once the community puts it to actual use and stuff like that, but it takes a community that's actually going to go forward with those things.
Oh, 100%. I mean, there's so many options where it's like going to end up as a rug pull. It's like, how much do you believe in it? I almost think that Playhouse's token is kind of a meme coin. The name of it is Paper. And all the jokes I can make about stacking and collecting paper and FOMOing on paper and, paper handing paper. Like, there's just so many ways that I can, like, make jokes about it, I feel like.
Straight meme it.
Yeah, so it's a very memeable name, I think. But anyways, this is so Pepe Pepe is a meme coin, obviously over on Ethereum, and I don't know what to say about Pepe other than like a year ago, I think we were talking about it. I was like, I think that's the coin of the Donald Trump fans. So I was like, I wouldn't be surprised if it surged this cycle. But me personally, I'm really anti-ETH this cycle, and I don't want to be holding anything Ethereum. So I was like, heard about the new Pepe meme that came over to Solana. And it's not like I support Donald Trump. I want to make that clear. I think he's a jackass and a moron. But
making money is making money.
Exactly. That is what I am betting on. And so
making money is making money, dude. That's like saying, oh yeah, I'm not going to invest in, gold because of how it's mined. It's like, no, it still makes money.
Yeah. It sucks sometimes, but reality is what it is.
Yep.
So this one I'm more proud of. I'm very early to Peep. It's Peepo, not even Peep. And I don't know why they decided to call it Peep instead of Pepe, but there are a lot of Pepe Solana coins. So I think that's why they're just changing Pepe's name to Peep over here.
Makes sense.
But I think because they're doing it, that it's going to work, which is the part that makes it a total gamble, because who am I to know why that's going to make that work?
Yeah.
But that's the whole thought process. So what I did is I'm giving liquidity to the meme pool. So for everyone that wants to sell out of Peep, I'm giving them their liquidity by staking SOL tokens here. And that's what I understand about what's going on. But I've made in 2 days nearly 5,000 Peeps.
All the Peeps.
I'm stacking the Peeps. It says it's worth $1 right now, but you know how these meme coins moon, like the multiples on this is what I'm looking for. And so just for comparison, I bought 200,000 Peep. So right now, this extra 5,000 that I've earned isn't really much of a drop in the bucket. But you can imagine in a couple more days when I have tens of thousands of Peep, it might start to make a difference on the 200,000 that I already have. And I'm like, ugh. And just to clarify, I, again, only put a $50 bet over on Peep.
Yeah.
The risk here is that Peep falls crazy hard and I can't get my SOL out.
Yeah.
So I am risking for Solana to do this. So there is, that's my risk right here.
Yeah.
To just talk, what's going on. But I'm also farming over on Radium as well. And
I think Radium's just been doing well as well too.
Radium and Solend are both up decently big, I'd say. And I think it's just because basically DeFi summer is here early over on Solana. and everyone's just realizing you can like actually trade these tokens without gas fees, and you could do algorithmic trading potentially. And so there's a lot more
It's a
interest.
lot better for traders on Solana than it would be on ETH.
Exactly. But that's also why they're pissed. They're like, I don't want to go trade shit coins over on ETH or over on Solana, because the blue chips are over on ETH. And it's like, they're just basically like, if you can't afford the gas fees, get out. But it's also like, all right, I thought we were doing decentralized money here. Most people can't afford the gas fees. They're more than some people's grocery bills.
The gas fees will eat into your profits, and then therefore you've moved shit coins just to have shit in your hand.
100%. And yeah, so it's just like, it doesn't even cost a cent to move shit around on Solana. So like, holy shit, I can trade intraday movement of these tokens and scalp profits. You can write an algorithm to do that.
It's like literally, if you could go on Robinhood or whatever it is, make your trades and basically give them pennies on the dollar for every fucking trade that you did.
Yeah, I mean, why do your trades over on Coinbase or on Robinhood for anything Solana based? Because it's so much cheaper to do it in your wallet. What's nice about doing it in Coinbase or in Robinhood is they're eating the cost of you trading it because you're trading paper tokens.
Yep. They're doing the real trading.
Yeah, I'm doing the real trading and I'm saving money while doing it.
Yeah. You got me. And see now, and this is my thing that especially like I've been building a lot and I haven't really been, I've been messing with some stuff, but I'm about to get more into DeFi, especially like putting my stuff just out there just to make it move around. Just on some, like I said, and especially obviously not financial advice to people listening. Put out there what you are willing to lose. Just like what Connor said, he put $50 into these things because $50 is like, hey, I could go to a nice dinner and spend $50 and absolutely hate the food. No problem. Yeah, no problem. $50 you can put into your gas tank and it's gone by the end of the week. No problem.
Yep.
That's what you need to put into these, meme coins. Shoot, that's what you need to put into crypto if you don't believe into it. That's what you need to put into an NFT if you don't know what it is. If it goes to zero, it won't end your world. That's what you need to do in anything Web3, I would say right now.
Yeah, no, and that's probably the biggest thing that's changed about my mindset from this cycle to last cycle.
Oh yeah,
because last cycle I was the idiot who put $500 into Shiba Inu, but I put it in a few months too early. It went full circle down, round trip back to where I got in. I pulled out $450. I took a $50 L because it was just hovering there at $50 underneath what I paid, and I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'll just take this as my learning lesson, lose $50, whatever. At least it went full circle. And it's ballsy. You're not supposed to let it go full circle. You're supposed to take your L and get out. Don't keep holding the tokens. But I kept holding.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like the rest of my lesson is then if I had held 2 more weeks, that shit mooned. And so, it's all gambling. So don't risk so much money that you're like anxiously waiting to get your money back like I was. And then you'll have the patience to enjoy when it moons. Because right now, the position I'm sitting in with Bonk and Corn is just like I put $50 in, they multiplied, I've scalped profits. I'm sitting on the USDC just waiting for it to fall, because I know that this is the first cycle of the rise and fall of these coins, and I want to load up again.
Yeah.
But again, I'm playing with free money at this point.
Playing with the church's money, as we call it.
So over on Radium, I'm just staking Radium itself because they give out crazy good APY for it.
73% in 7 days?
Yeah. And
give me some Radium.
One of the so-called shit coins, it's not a shit coin that I'm holding, called Nosana, which is, I'm pretty sure, a data oracle coin. Basically I'm staking Nosana, and they're giving out, giant fucking staking rewards for their liquidity.
That's some crazy shit. And just like before, just put a little bit in there. If it goes away, but if it goes up 2x, it's like shit. Let me get my little 2x or take my little 1 out of there and then let it do whatever it is. If it loses, then that loss doesn't even count to me. It's free money that loss.
100%. And To that same end, I'm basically, I've only messed around with Selend and Radium. Selend was the first one I found last cycle. Then I found Radium. I've heard about Orca. I have not tried it. It's the cleanest looking interface of these three.
I was thinking about doing a project for the orcas because I'm a big fan of orcas because
yeah?
they're like the bullies of the sea. To be honest,
Yeah.
they are like the bullies of the sea. Everybody's like, oh, they're so cute, so lovable. No, they're not.
No.
Everything except that.
Well, I mean, they're just bullying the people who deserve it, to be fair.
Yeah.
If you're
Or
pulling
the little lovable seals that they toss in the air like rag dolls and stuff like that.
Well, they got to eat too,
Yeah, but sometimes they do it just for play. So it's just...
Yeah, there's sometimes assholes, that's for sure.
Hey, but I mean, when in life, I mean, you're gonna be an asshole from time to time. I mean, shit. Hey, we all do it.
Yeah, this is part of life, the animal kingdom.
Exactly. No, that's crazy though. But no, I'm gonna look into, and especially that's another thing too. I mean, I know we're here with ChatGPT and stuff like that, but like DeFi summer's here early. I think that, like what you said, right now everything's kind of pumping. Putting a little toe into it, just throwing a little bit, see what it does first. Because like what you said, I think that because it spikes so much, it probably will dip a little bit. Then you can, like you said, stack up a little more and stuff like that. I saw that also with what's it called, has what was it? Phantom Wallet just recently has Bitcoin now.
Yeah, they have Bitcoin and they have Polygon. I was gonna show some tokens I'm holding in here just for other people to get ideas, maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I only hold Solana tokens. Okay, what is this Samoid coin? I was trying to turn that off. This is nice. You don't have to look at coins in your wallet. You can always burn them too, but I'm like, you never know. I'd rather not like burn them and just see what happens.
That guy's a billionaire.
Yeah. So FTT technically doesn't have a price. I'm curious if it'll ever come back. I've heard conspiracies that it might because, their holdings are up. They're a profitable company again, technically. Even though all the people whose money is locked in their portal have to take an L.
That's nuts.
That's the government for you.
That's nuts.
But yeah, here's my original Nosana that I don't have staked. I only staked half my Nosana over there. So I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't really want to risk it.
Yeah.
Here's that Peepo that I hold. Jito, I'm pretty sure is Data Oracle for finance stuff. GST is something I've been holding since last cycle. It's Green Satoshi token. Mm-hmm. It's basically like a mobile or an IoT coin for this app called StepN.
Yeah. I know StepN.
Yeah. So they have two coins. GMT is their main coin. GST is their like rewards coin.
Mm.
So basically, I staked and farmed their rewards coin. I lost a bunch of money on it, and I'm still holding it. So
hey, it's up $1. It's up more than some people's savings account today.
It's up 4x since November.
Hey, you couldn't get that in the savings account. Just saying.
Not 100%. If it goes up 5x, I'm back to even again, and I'll have made my round trip. But this time, I'm not selling it even. I'm just going to let it ride. That's why I'm still holding. I'm just like, I'm going to see where it goes.
Yeah, shit. That's nuts.
I don't hold that much actual Solana right now, mostly because it's staked on those DeFi platforms.
Yeah.
In various ways. Here's some of my Solana corn that I've cashed out on. I've got my DeFi protocols because I'm holding the DeFi protocols native tokens because they give you rewards for it. It opens you up for airdrops, and it just like makes sense that, if I'm using these platforms, then I should benefit in the growth of them.
It'd be like if you could get an Instagram token or a Twitter token and just hold it for people. It's like people don't understand, man. Again, we're so damn early, man.
No, I know. And like Solana is going to be that platform this time around. And so I feel like, dude, we're still so fucking early. Normies are still not talking about Solana.
I'm about to start. Now you got me. I'm about to start stacking. I'm about to start stacking a little bit. So, because like what you said, it's like, and then this is another thing too. What are the top NFT projects right now on Sol? Because we might have to talk about maybe trying to grab at least one or something like that and get in their community and, hype them up.
100%. Speaking of, I'll show off the NFTs I do have. So I've got 2 Half Dead Digitals. This is a project from last cycle. The founders are still around. Their Discord is still around. They launched their wallet. It was a multi-chain wallet called Titus Wallet.
Yeah.
So
you got me wanting to show off my. I was on a soul NFT rounds when I was man. Back last bull run, I was buying a whole bunch of stupid shit. I got a bunch of NFTs.
Yeah. Dude, you got to check in on those things. They might be up at this point.
Bro, they might. Well, I know a lot of them, bro. I have like so many stupid ones. Look at this.
I see them.
I'm
looking at my other screen.
I buy them mostly because I like the art.
Yeah.
And honestly, I've had so many thoughts of like making my own little like art gallery, like a little metaverse gallery.
Oh, dude, that was what we were supposed to do today. I was all set up to be building basically a gallery with you in today's episode.
Well, we got sidetracked because AI completely distracted us with such an eloquent story, and now we have a Netflix series.
No, seriously. I want to finish up and share the version of it that does the alignment part.
Let's do it.
Because I'm just nerdy as fuck, and that's I'm like, what did it say for it? So it says, continue with Aiden's story. Let's evolve it into a metaphor for the current conversation about the evolution of AGI and the alignment problem. So it says, as a young AI, it looks like it got all shitty.
Oh.
Yeah, I think the concept is still there, but it lost the original thread of why it was Aiden. And it's got like short-term memory loss when you're working with it. That's basically all I'd say.
Yeah, so we're definitely a long ways from AGI, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, it wasn't that great. But the suggestions down here are pretty good for the ask that you had.
Mm-hmm.
So we're like, we can't afford this. What are the AI tools and what's the workflow? So it said pre-production, concept and script writing, use Shortly or Jasper AI for brainstorming. Then just some suggestions for keeping Aiden's narrative in line.
Mm-hmm.
There's apparently a tool called Storyboard That for storyboarding. So AI, so character design and animation. They said use Blender and Adobe Fuse, and then there's Character Creator 3. So the back is like build up the back. So they're doing like 3D backgrounds for this animation.
Yeah, we would probably just do just like what you said, AI and Midjourney and do a comic book or something of the sort.
Yeah, and then it's got some voice acting, Descript, WaveNet, Amazon Poly.
Oh, we might get into the little copyright issue, but like we could have like fucking like Morgan Freeman narrate the shit or some shit.
Yeah, we'll just have to be like, this is Morgan Freeman on drugs. And modify its voice so it's either more sped up like he's on a speed type drug, or slow it down like he's on some sort of depressant.
Yeah, that should be nuts.
I think we slow it down, but just ever so slightly, because I think going slower with Morgan Freeman's voice is just going to add to it and make it that much better.
Yeah, just have him narrate the story of like each episode of what's going on.
Oh yeah, he just sets the scene of the start and end of every episode.
That's it.
I fucking love it.
That's it. Right?
Morgan Freeman is the voice of God yet again, because we'll make the narrator God.
There we go. And then now we can like at the end of the episodes we can do the zoom out and God's that mall cop with the multiple screens.
But it's like a Morgan Freeman character eating donuts, watching the screens. Yeah,
exactly. Just chilling. He's wiping Cheeto dust on his shirt and shit. He's like,
man, fuck this day.
Like, this
day never ends.
He's like, yep. He just clicks off or something like that. Yeah, bro, that's some funny stuff. Now, like I said, I'm excited for that because especially too, I think that getting just getting it put together very simply. Comic book can be like 10, 12 pages. throw it on a little landing page. Shit. And or in this case, yeah, throw it on the landing page, make them NFTs, sell each NFT as you get the full copy. You buy the NFT, you get the full copy, it gives you 10 or 15, 20 pages. And then now we can just basically spin up the editions where we just basically come in AI and just me and you just sit on here and we can put it together.
Hell yeah.
Bada bing, bada boom. We sell the NFTs, and then we send them the email. We send them a link or whatever it is to their wallet. They'd open it, get to the story, close circuit.
Dude, it's open, close, shut. Creative project business rolled up into one, ready to go.
Yeah. We got the resources. I'm excited.
Hell yeah.
D-Reader.
Yeah, that's where we'll publish it and we'll get a fan base. And I already know people who will support it and buy some early NFTs just because they want to support D-Reader and they know who we are.
Let's go. Let's go. So yeah, we gotta start putting together what we want our characters to look like, and
fuck yeah. I can't wait, dude. All right. You want to send us off for the week?
All right. With the infinite screens, as you guys see again, we are signing off, ladies and gentlemen, for all those. Have a happy holidays. Have a happy new year. There's a lot of things on the way in 2024. I mean, we got, AI's booming. As you see, crypto market is in its early bull run phase. Presidential elections coming up too, and we got presidents talking about Bitcoin and all this other stuff. All I'd say is, over these next couple of weeks and this year coming up, people just get curious, man. Just get curious. We're not here trying to tell you what is and what ain't right. We're just trying to just show you that the world isn't what it used to be, but it can definitely be a lot better than what it used to be if you use the many tools that are here. So, from myself here and my dog, what I'm saying, Dr. Business, we're going to sign off for You Meet ChatGPT. Look out for the upcoming Aiden series, you know what I'm saying? And
dude, seriously, Aiden's going to be legendary.
It's going to be some legendary stuff, man. And so I'm excited to see it. And yeah, like I said, peace out. And we out this joint, man.
Till next time.
Yep.